What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you about the case of Ellen Greenberg. In 2011, 27-year-old Ellen Greenberg was discovered deceased in her own home with 20 wounds all over her body. Shockingly, her death was ruled a suicide. Her family never believed that her death was actually caused by her taking her own life. There were a lot of very suspicious things surrounding Ellen's death. So in a new Hulu documentary, they are coming out and they are trying to get justice for their daughter, Ellen Greenberg. And there's a lot of suspicious things surrounding her death. So I want to tell you about the case of Ellen Greenberg, but before we get into all of it, make sure you like and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with everything I've got on my channel. But let's get into the case of Ellen Greenberg, from suicide to homicide. In the 10+ years since Ellen's tragic end, they have discovered a ton of new important information, and a lot of it is looking very, very suspicious. Greenberg was a teacher in Philadelphia. On January 26, 2011, during a snowstorm, a call came into 911 at 6:30 p.m. from Ellen's fiance, Samuel Goldberg. He said, "Help, I need an ambulance now. I just walked into my apartment. My fiance is on the floor. There is blood everywhere."
Help, I need a now. I just walked into my apartment. My fiance's on the floor with blood everywhere.
What is the address?
4601 Flat Rock Road. Please come. Help.
4601
Flat Rock Road.
Is this a house or apartment?
Oh no. Oh no. It's an apartment.
What apartment number?
Please hurry,
Where is
please.
she bleeding from?
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, sir, you have to calm yourself down in order to get you some help.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm looking at her right now. I can't see anything. There's nothing broken. She's bleeding. Ellie!
You don't know where she's bleeding from? Can't tell where the blood's coming from?
I think her head. I think she hit her head, I think. But it's everywhere.
Okay, sir.
It's everywhere.
You think she might have fallen? Do you know what happened?
She may have slipped. There's blood on the table. Her face is a little purple.
Okay, hold on for rescue for her. Stay on the phone.
Philadelphia Fire Department 842. What's the address? No,
4601 Flat Rock Road. Please hurry.
4601 Flat Rock.
Yes.
What's wrong?
I went downstairs to go work out. I came back up. The door was latched. My fiance's inside. She wasn't answering. So after about a half hour, I decided to break it down. I see her now just on the floor with blood. She's not responding.
Okay, is she breathing? Look at her chest. I need you to calm down, and I need you to look at her chest. It's really.
I really don't think she is.
Listen to me. Someone's on the way. Look at her chest. Is she flat on her back?
She's on her back. Do I bring her?
Look at her chest and tell me if it's going up and down, up and down.
I don't see her moving.
Okay, do you know how to do CPR?
I don't.
Okay, I can tell you what to do, okay, until they get there. I want you to keep her flat on her.
God.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, okay.
Are you willing to do CPR with me over the phone until they get there?
I have to, right?
Okay, so get her flat on her back, bare her chest, okay? You want to rip her shirt off. Okay? Kneel down by her side.
Oh, my God. Ellie, please.
Listen, you can't freak out, sir, because you
Okay, I'm trying not to. Her shirt won't come off. It's a zipper. Oh, my God. She stabbed herself.
Where?
She fell with a knife. Oh, no. Her knife's sticking out.
Her what?
There's a knife sticking out of her heart.
Oh, she stabbed herself?
I guess so. I don't know where she fell on it. I don't know.
Okay, well, don't touch it.
Okay, so I just let her down here now. I mean, what do I do?
No, I mean, you can't. If the knife is in her chest, it's going to be kind of hard for you to do CPR at this time.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Police, which operator?
277.
Is someone coming here?
Yes, they are. You said 4601 Flat Rock, right?
Yes.
Okay, someone's on the way. And the knife is still inside?
Wait, so what?
The knife is still inside of her?
Yes, I didn't take it out.
Was it her chest or what area did
It's
it?
in her chest. It looks like it's right in her heart.
Okay, someone's on the way out there. Okay, just get.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay,
How old is
thank you.
she?
She's 27.
27. And there's no sign of life at all? Like, been turned to her arm.
No, please don't be. What?
Been turned to her arm and tell me if she responds to pain.
She's Ellie. She's not. Her arm and her hands are still warm. I don't know what that means, but there's blood everywhere. I mean,
I know, but you can't, and the knife is still inside of her. How far? Can you see how far it went in?
it looks pretty deep.
Okay.
It looks straight, and it's a long knife.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch anything, okay?
I'm not touching anything. I can't believe this, though.
So wait, it was just you there with her?
We're the only ones here.
And she ran in the door, you said latched it shut?
No, I went downstairs to work out, and when I came back up, the door was latched. Like, it was, it wasn't like, it was like locked from the inside, and I'm yelling, so I'm
Was your house
yelling.
broken into?
No.
So there's no sign of a break-in?
No sign of a break-in at all. I mean, there will be when you get here, because I had to break the latch, but to get in.
Okay, 4601 Flat Rock, and this is a house, right?
It's an apartment. Flat Rock apartment.
Okay, that'll help.
Oh my God. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Ellen's fiance was a 28-year-old TV producer, and at the time he had left Ellen in their shared apartment to go to the gym in their apartment complex around 4:45 p.m. When he returned about a half an hour later, he found the swing bar lock to the apartment was engaged from the inside. So he was unable to gain entry back into the apartment. He tried to call Ellen multiple times and texted her many times, but she did not respond. Later, he walked down to get the attention of the apartment building's doorman who was on duty that night, and his name was Phil Hanton. He asked him to help him break into the apartment or break the lock on the door, and Hanton told Sam that he could not do that as it was against the apartment complex's policy. So Sam decides to go back upstairs by himself and try to break into the apartment. Eventually he does, and he is able to bust the door down according to himself. And when he walks into the apartment building, he discovers Ellen lying on the floor, blood everywhere, and he called 911. During the call, Goldberg is unable to tell the operator where Ellen is bleeding from. He's basically saying that she's pretty much bleeding from everywhere. He sounded very overwhelmed in the call. Unfortunately, the 27-year-old school teacher was ruled to be deceased on the scene. When the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office and pathologist conducted the autopsy, Marion Osborne ruled the death as a suicide. Although the body had a total of 20 stab wounds located all over the body of Ellen with no explanation to Ellen's parents. So there are a few things that were a little bit odd that we know from the 911 call that are not consistent with what the police initially thought. So the police's long-held stance was that Ellen was never moved from the slumped position on the floor in which she was found whenever they arrived, with her head and neck and shoulders propped against the corner cabinets, not, as Goldberg said on the call, lying flat on her back. And that's not the only inconsistency that has been found. Whenever Ellen's parents were unable to get the answers that they were actually looking for and that they rightfully deserved, the Greenbergs purchased their daughter's autopsy report and photos from the scene. They have went to speak to a ton of experts in the field to try to get information. They're speaking with forensic pathologists, blood splatter experts, They have questioned the suicide ruling. The Greenbergs and their attorney, Joseph Pedraza Jr., filed a lawsuit against the city in October of 2019, seeking to have the manner of Ellen's death changed back to homicide or undetermined, a move that would allow for an investigation to be reopened and pave the way for a possible wrongful death or misconduct lawsuit against the city. The Philadelphia Law Department, though, ardently defending the suit and the suicide ruling. Osborne's findings were incorrect, which the city contends that they were not. The law makes it clear that a medical examiner can be wrong as to the manner of death, yet cannot be compelled to change it. The Greenberg suit unveiled new information about the unusual process around how Ellen's death was classified, and new testimony about whether one of the wounds to her neck was possibly administered after she was actually dead. So, the night that Ellen was found, investigators on the scene immediately started treating the scene as if it was automatically a suicide. And the reason that they did this was because they felt that Sam Goldberg was cooperative. He stayed on the scene. There wasn't any signs of an intruder, according to them. The apartment door was locked from the inside, and Ellen had absolutely no defensive wounds to indicate that she'd fought off an attack, according to the police. And it wasn't until the next morning, when Osborne conducted his autopsy, that all 20 of Ellen's wounds, including 10 to the back of her neck, were discovered. There were 8 wounds in total to her chest, ranging from 0.2 centimeters to the final 4-inch wound of the still embedded in her chest, a 2-inch wound to her stomach, a 2.5-inch long gash from across her scalp, and 10 wounds from nicks to about 2 to 3 inches deep to the back of her neck. There were also 11 bruises in various stages of healing on Ellen's arm, abdomen, and leg. Osborne, who's now an associate medical examiner in Palm Beach, Florida, testified at a deposition at the time of the autopsy. "I did believe that I had enough information to rule Ellen's death a homicide, but when he informed the police of his findings, he said that they asked him to list the case as pending while they continued investigating." In an unusual move, 2 days later, police spokesperson was already publicly disputing Osborne's findings, saying police were leaning towards a suicide and looking into some mental issues that Ellen may have had. So, given that this was very different than what Osborne had already expressed, he decided to have a neuropathologist examine Ellen's spinal cord to see if it was damaged to the point whether it would have rendered her incapable of inflicting the subsequent wounds to herself, including the final one into her chest. So a little bit after the alleged exam by Rourke Adams, Osborne and former chief medical examiner Sam Galeno, who resigned in August 2021, said that they were asked to attend a meeting with the members of the DA's office in the Philadelphia Police Department. Galeno said that it was such an unusual meeting. Neither pathologist remembered another like it during their entire time in Philadelphia. He said it was clear that they were presenting the information because they felt that the manner of death was different from what had been ruled. And during the meeting, Osborne said that the police confirmed a doorman was with Goldberg when the door was broken down, which played a very large role in him thinking that it was a suicide. And it was important to find out if it was broken, if anyone was there to see it be broken, or is it just the story that we're getting from the decedent's boyfriend that it was broken by him. Osborne said it doesn't seem like anyone else could have been in the room to inflict those injuries other than Miss Greenberg herself, and that is how I came to the conclusion of suicide. But Hanson, the front doorman on duty that night, gave a signed declaration for the civil case stating that he did not witness the door being broken, and video surveillance from the lobby obtained through discovery shows that he did not accompany Sam Goldberg upstairs. But there are some other interesting facts about Ellen. Prior to her death, it was discovered that Ellen was actually suffering from some mental health issues. She had actually went to go visit a psychiatrist, and it was reported that she was struggling and very unhappy with her current job situation. And police discovered on her computer that there had been internet searches for, how to end her life. There are some questions about whether the Greenbergs knew that their daughter was suffering from what a psychiatrist described as, quote, severe anxiety, but the psychiatrist also told police that there was never any feeling of suicidal thoughts. So there's a lot of information that we possibly don't know about what was discovered when Ellen was killed, or if she inflicted it on herself, because they will not release the case files. There are still a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to the death of Ellen Greenberg. A lot of it is, how can somebody cause 20 wounds to themselves, especially in their back? More than half of them were located in her back. How can you do that? How is it possible? Was the door ever really even locked? Is it possible that when somebody shut the door whenever Sam left to go to the gym, did the lock shut on its own? Was it ever locked in the first place? There are so many questions that are still unanswered, and Ellen's family are just not convinced that their daughter was struggling with her mental health enough to do this to herself. We know that there was never any note left by Ellen during this time, and it just seems like a very odd situation, but the police have always maintained that they believed that this was a suicide. But I want to know what you guys think about this case. Just briefly, what I've told you. Do you think it's possible that Ellen actually committed suicide? Or do you think something else actually happened in that apartment to cause those 20 wounds to her body? If you haven't seen the new Hulu documentary, I recommend you to do it. It is a very intriguing case, and a lot of it gets you thinking, how could this have happened? Is there something else that we don't know about Ellen's fiance, or is it possible that there was somebody else entirely in the apartment? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.